What's up, guys? It's Thursday now, so the next day after we disassembled it, or after I disassembled it, and I just went to AutoZone and got a couple cans of brake cleaner and some assembly lube and some red Loctite. And start cleaning this block up and clean up everything, and then starting to reassemble. So probably just gonna throw it on time lapse again, see what we can get done. Cody's over here. He's gonna.
We finna do some real gang shit today.
Nah, no gang stuff. We're just trying to get this motor back together. Idiot.
He's a liar. Very big liar. Terrible liar, too.
Whatever. But yeah, we got to get this motor back together, and we'll try to get it all assembled today, and then maybe get it back in the car tomorrow. So yeah, just go throw it on time lapse while we work on this. I'll probably come back in occasionally and talk about what we're doing. But yeah.
I'm gonna create an OnlyFans and sing deep and wide while I'm doing this. Deep and wide, deep and wide. That's so stupid.
All right, so this is the rod comparison. So this is the Sanes that we are putting in, the Manleys we took out. So you can see the difference. These are much stronger rods. Also, these have standard ARP 3000 bolts, where these have the ARP 625, so stronger all around. All right, so I've pretty much got the short block assembled already. So I've got the pistons in, got the L19 studs on, got the oil pump on, the girdle, etc. And you can see it spins over pretty good. It's easy to spin over, so that's a good thing. I could spin the crank by hand before I put the rods on it. Coming together, it's taking a little longer than had hoped, but I'm about to have to call it a night and go in and get ready for work. And then I'm off tomorrow night, so I'll probably finish reassembling this and try to get it back in the car tomorrow. So I guess we'll snap forward to then. All right, guys, this is the next day. We're back over here working on the motor. I was about to put the head back on, and I went to get the alignment dowels, and because they weren't in the block, so I flipped the head over, and there was none in the head either. Thankfully, I did have that K24 that I pulled the crankshaft out of, so I pulled it apart and took the alignment dowels out of it, and that's them here. So it's a wonder it hadn't had head gasket issues prior to now. I just took the head over here and just sprayed out the oil out of it, make sure we don't have any major metal in it, debris or whatever. Also, you can see I took the injectors out. I took those out whenever I pulled it apart, and I put those in a pan of gasoline just to keep them from sticking because ethanol and injectors don't really match whenever they don't. You take them out and just let them sit. So just put them in a bowl of gasoline. And I've got the head clean, like I said, and now we're going to stick it on the block. Yeet, yeet, yeet. I'm going to put it back in time too. It's out of time right now, obviously. So I'm going to put it back in time before I put the head on it. Let's go. As Borat say, he says, very nice, very nice. So now I just got to torque down these head bolts, and I'm gonna pull the VTEC solenoid off also, and check, make sure that screen in it doesn't have any oil or any metal in the screen. Idiot. So these are the bearings we took out of it. You can see how that's pretty flattened out there. So this is the other half of it. And this is how it's supposed to kind of look. That one's got some wear on it too, but you see. Yeah. Anyways. So we just got the clutch installed, and now we're about to get the transmission stuck back on here. Alright, so I've been making some more progress on it. I've got the wheels on it. I've only got one axle in it right now currently, because the one on the passenger side, the boots, are throwing a little bit of grease. So it does have an LSD in the front, and the rear diff is welded. So it should still move in order to get it off the lift. It's pretty much ready to start now. I've still got to, I'm going to put the intercooler on and fill it up with fluids, put the radiator in. You know, that good kind of stuff. So put it back on time lapse. Alright, so we're really close to being finished with it now, but I take a break. Give me a nice beverage. It's right here for you, Pablo. Look at this. It ain't Corona. We got some Bud Light. All right, so if y'all don't get that reference, Pablo, he is another YouTuber, and over at SP Tuning is his channel. And he says that he puts half of a bottle of Corona in each of his radiators. So, yeah, just a little shout out to Pablo. Pablo, he's been one of my inspirations for doing this YouTube stuff. So, all right, so my battery is pretty low on the car, so I had to run some jumper cables, and I have my personal car over here behind the camera. And so you may hear it running in the background a little bit, but we'll see if we get this thing started. I just primed the oil pump, and it seems to have decent oil pressure now, so see what she's got. Evidently this starter side don't want to play right, but I guess if all else failed, I got another starter. Alright, we're going to try this again. I just put another starter on it and see if we can get it started up. Alright, you can see that got about 81 psi of oil pressure. The boost reading isn't calibrated correctly, so don't pay that any mind. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and close this video out. I'm exhausted, man. I pulled the motor out on Wednesday, tore it apart. Got the short block reassembled yesterday on Thursday. I worked Thursday night because I worked 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Came home this morning, got a little nap till about 10. I'm off tonight, which is Friday night. And I come out here and got after it. Cody came over and helped me for a little while and got the motor back in the car and running. It gave me a few little issues. The starter gave out. Thankfully I had another one here. I moved the car around a lot with the starter only, like prior to getting the car running. Like before I got it ECU or anything, I just used the starter and just wound on the starter and put it in gear whenever where I need to go. Such like loading it on trailers and stuff. So again, I had a starter here, so not a big deal. And then my little fuse panel on the inside that like powers my relays for the fuel pumps, the fan, and the water pump. I don't think it's quite big enough to carry the amperage of all the things because it's getting a little warm. So I'm probably going to do a little wiring on that and get the pumps off of the little fuse block. So I think it can withhold the water pump and the fan with ease. It's supposed to be like a 200 amp, but it's getting really hot. Like I don't even want to hardly touch the backside of it, and I'm not going to run it like that. So anyways, I got the car running again, so I'm very excited about that. So yeah, I guess now we're going to go maybe try to do a little more test and tune, and then we can make our event September 19th. Anyways, yeah, I guess I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and get off here. I appreciate those likes, the comments, the subscribes, the shares. You guys kill it, man. You really do. I appreciate it all and everything y'all have done to help the channel grow. So y'all really keep me pushing forward and keep me making content such as this. Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you on another one. Peace.